Well, whether it's today or later this holiday season, you may be making a donation. You want to make sure you give it to the right charity. We're joined tonight by Michael Thatcher, CEO of Charity Navigator, to learn how to spot and avoid charity scams and also to know who we're really giving the money to. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate it.
I'm delighted to be here. Happy Giving Tuesday.
Yes, Giving Tuesday. All right, what's something that we should know to avoid being scammed this holiday season when it comes to charitable donations?
I think the simplest is it really a charity, right? Start at the very beginning. In other words, is it a legally registered 501c3 nonprofit? And you can do that, figure that out by just taking the name that somebody gives you and looking it up on a site like Charity Navigator. You can go to the IRS website, and there are a multitude of places you can check, but verify that it's real.
All right, and so often there's a lot of charities that sound like another charity that you may have given to.
Exactly, and I think that's how scammers work. They'll give you a name that sounds familiar. They'll send you a link, they'll ask for your credit card information, or they'll give you a Venmo. I would slow it down. Start from a place that you know that you have trust and take control of the giving. Don't respond, but be proactive.
Okay, and so you mentioned like Venmo or PayPal or something else. How do we know if we're donating through a trusted source?
So it's like anything you do on the internet right now. You want to verify the sources. You want to be in control of how you give away your own personal information. You could give directly on the nonprofit's website. You could give through a platform like Charity Navigator's Giving Basket. One of the things that we guarantee with our Giving Basket is that you can't give to a fake charity. The processing just won't go through. The money gets blocked and you are able to recuperate anything.
Well, for folks who maybe are not familiar with Charity Navigator, kind of give them the 101 of what Charity Navigator does and how it can help those who are looking at different charitable organizations.
Sure. Charity Navigator was created about 20 years ago to be an impartial advisor and registry of nonprofits for individual donors to find resources to improve their giving. We have the full IRS database on our website. We have ratings on about 235,000 nonprofits. We do this for free. We don't charge the charities and we don't charge the donors. So we're really here for you to make your giving more impactful.
All right, what I really love about Charity Navigator is when I have a couple of different charities that I think that I want to give to, and I put in their names, you give a whole bunch of different criteria, but what you give is a graph. It's a pie graph. And to me, that's one of the most useful things. Tell me what that pie graph shows people.
So on the financial graphs, what we're showing you is where the money's going. So how much goes to program expense, how much goes to fundraising, and how much goes to administrative costs. And that helps you understand essentially where the money's going. It doesn't necessarily tell you what the money's achieving. That's more in the impact score.
Okay, but it does really kind of give you an idea. Are they spending the bulk of their money on services to the people that you want the money to go to, or are they spending the bulk of their money on marketing and things of that nature?
Exactly. And you want to have a healthy balance. In other words, you want the larger majority going to the program expense,
All right.
whenever possible.
I know a lot of people are going to be getting emails and texts and things like that to donate to a charity this season. What would you say to them?
So you're going to be solicited. I mean, that's just part of the way things go. Again, I go back to be proactive with your giving. Start with, what do I care about? What specifically in that issue that I care, where is there a nonprofit that can do that? And then you take charge of your giving. It's much more effective that way.
Okay, and Charity Navigator has a feature that alerts donors of misconduct. How does that work? Explain that.
So we have, alongside the ratings, we have an alert system. There's a team that's essentially scanning the internet for news stories. We have subscriptions to the different attorney general's offices across the nation. And when there's an accusation of wrongdoing, we'll surface that accusation. We're not casting judgment on it. We're just saying, hey, this credible news source is investigating some potential misconduct in this organization, or the attorney general of this state is investing in this organization. Donors need to know these things. And so we're not casting judgment on it, but depending on the source and the severity of the allegations, the different level of alert. So the highest level alert would be something like an organization has gone out of business, but they're still soliciting funds. We actually, in those cases, we block the donation.
And it will say that on there so that people will be able to be alerted to that. And it's great that you can just type in the name of the organization and it brings it up wherever you are.
That's correct. You'll get both the rating, and if there's an alert, there'll be an alert.
All right. We thank you so much for joining us on this Giving Tuesday. 'Tis the season, and hopefully people can give and donate and be much more educated on how they do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.